Hey guys, Dr. Andy here. In our previous video, we had fun answering the question, why do we tell each other to walk off the pain, right? Why do I use exercise in the office? Why do we literally tell our sports players, our little kids, when they got run over by a train out there on the soccer field, why do we say, hey, go out there and walk it off, you'll feel better, right? So number one, why do we say it and why does it work, right? Now let's move on and have a little bit more of a fun conversation again, which is, why do we rub areas that hurt, right? So my fun question whenever I'm trying to explain this process in the office, or why touch kills pain, all right, is I always say, the last time you stubbed your toe, right? Or the last time you were in the car getting your groceries and you come up fast and you hit your head on the back of the tailgate, right? Or not the tailgate, but whatever it's called. The hood, excuse me. So the rear hood. So whenever you come on back up and you actually hit your head or you stub your toe, what's the first thing that you do after you let out an expletive, right? The very first thing you do after that is, the patient always says, I grab that area, right? Exactly right. So you stub your toe, you lean forward, you grab your foot, you start to rub that toe. Same thing with your head, you lean forward, lean backwards, you smack your head on the car. And the first thing you do after swearing is you grab that area with your hand, you start mashing, and you start rubbing, okay? And why do we do that? And why does it work, all right? And here's the simple answer. It's called the gate theory of pain. So you have multiple type of nerve fibers in your body, but in this case, we're talking about nociceptors, which sense pain, and mechanoreceptors that sense touch and movement, all right? And your brain only has the capacity to sense only a minor percentage of all of the signals we are sending to it every single second. So which ones win out? How do you make sure that your signal gets to the brain and you feel that sensation instead of a different one, right? Well, in this case, it's really the loudest and the noisiest signals make it to the brain. And it helps if your signal is an extra large megaphone versus the other one, okay? So if we just stub our toe, what that means is that we are going to have a signal that starts going towards that brain. It actually goes up your spinal cord and it's going towards that brain. We need to make it through the gate, okay? The gate is in your it's in the lower part of your brain, that its job is to transmit and make the decisions of what signals are making it to your level of consciousness, all right? So you have to be able to get through the gate, all right? So it's on our way up. We're trying to get through that gate, all right? So what you do when you grab your foot or you grab your head and you start rubbing on it, okay? You are sending a huge touch signal along the same pathway, and interestingly enough, this is the megaphone, all right? The mechanoreceptor, the nerve fiber that senses touch and movement, is like a massive wire. It is much stronger, and it is a much louder signal than pain. So you start rubbing that area, you start sending that same signal, but this time it's a huge, thick signal, and it actually cancels out all of that pain signal. And guess what gets through? Your touch signal, all right? So this megaphone literally outshines and outstars the pain signal. So the pain signal, it's a little slower, it's a little bit of a weaker signal, believe it or not, tries to get through the gate, and it gets shut down by the touch sensing mechanoreceptor because it's a bigger, stronger signal, gets through the gate and gets to your consciousness. So that is why when you stub your toe, you hit your head. That is why grabbing that area, rubbing on it feels so good. That's why massage works, right? That's why chiropractic or manual therapy works. It's that touch sensing fiber that's literally killing our pain and getting through that gate to our level of consciousness. All right? So if you have any questions, send them my way, and always remember to live with passion, not pain.